On this night of stars, so many here tonight shine bright. Doctors, donors, and brain injury survivors like Mary Varga, the namesake of tonight's signature award. She's a beacon of hope, a light of inspiration to us all. It was Mary who inspired the creation of the Brain Ball 11 years ago. A UK grad, she's always been an avid runner.
And I was always a runner.
Mary ran in 2 New York City marathons, and she always dreamed of pursuing a career as a personal trainer. She got married and left Louisville for Little Rock.
I had just had a little boy. He was 3 months old. And I was kind of starting a new life down there.
The future in Arkansas looked bright, but that new life was about to take a sudden turn. May 10th, 1997.
To tell you the truth, I can't remember that day.
In the blink of an eye, Mary Varga's life changed forever.
I was on my way to a party over at a friend of ours' house. It was just in the next neighborhood. And we came to this intersection. I had the stop sign, and I started through it. And this teenage boy just came zipping down this hill that didn't have a stop sign, and he T-boned me. The next thing I remember was being in a hospital.
Mary spent 2 months in a coma. Critical care for 6 more weeks.
I didn't remember I had a son. I had a hard time getting over the devastation that I could no longer do anything that I'd done before.
Life had robbed Mary of most everything she had known.
And it just a thought, God, my life has not become this. This is not my life. I mean, when my husband divorced me, which was about 3 years later, I mean, obviously I felt very abandoned. But in a way, looking back at it now, I could say this, in a way, I feel like it was God taking me out of that horrible situation and putting me back someplace where I could start growing again and doing Mary Varga things again.
Faith lights the way to Mary's recovery. It's stronger now than ever.
I thought I was, a good religious girl before, but the big difference between that and what I've gone through now, I mean, it's like God is just somebody that's right there with me all the time. And I can see His hand every day in life. I mean, the fact that you all are here today, I just feel like He's saying, way to go, you're doing a good thing,
A lot of folks are saying way to go to Mary these days. To many, she's a godsend.
We admire her so much.
I just love doing this.
She's become a personal trainer after all.
It is a dream come true.
She's running her own business called Silver Strength, conducting exercise classes for seniors.
Senior fitness was probably the best way to use what I've been through to help other people. The exercises that I'm doing to try to regain my mobility are the same ones that they need to be doing to hang on to theirs.
I mean, I can move, and it's because of her.
Better than any medicine you can take. It really is great.
I'm getting a little bit stronger.
her silver strength, Mary is giving to others what life had taken from her.
And they just need to keep the muscles moving, the joints moving.
Moving bones that have been moved for a while. We sit around and complain about our aches and pains, and I have never, ever heard her complain about anything.
I love her. I just love her to death.
And as much as Mary is giving these days, she's also found she's getting a lot in return.
I just never realized how much joy you could get from bringing joy to somebody else.
Someone else who's realizing that is Sydney Alvey, the 2013 Mary Varga Award winner.
Sydney just epitomizes what the Mary Varga Award is all about.
Sydney knows what it's like to start over. In 2006, on a day meant to celebrate the coming of our Savior, Sydney's life was about to take an unexpected turn.
It was Christmas Day of my senior year of high school. It was a little bit rainy, and I took a curve faster than I should have for the weather conditions.
Her car hydroplaned and slammed into a tree. She spent the rest of her Christmas and the next 23 days in a coma.
I really don't remember any of it, because even today I still can't remember anything about being in the hospital.
When she regained consciousness, she was forced to begin life all over again.
Relearn how to walk, talk, everything. People take a lot of that stuff for granted, but I had to relearn how to do everything.
And while relearning how to walk and talk at Fraser Rehab, she also learned some new things about life itself.
Yes, life did take some away from me, but it also kind of taught me that I need to be more open to others and help others more.
6 months after her accident, Sydney began volunteering at Eminence Elementary School.
For them to take the chance to let me come over and help was a big thing.
When Sydney first started coming, she spoke very softly because of the damage that had been done to her diaphragm. She didn't even have the strength to grasp a stapler and staple papers together. But now it's, Sydney comes in and she does all the things that I don't have time to do some days. She grades papers, she reads with kids, she checks folders.
And the three bears jumped out from behind the door. Surprise!
Her progress has been nothing short of miraculous.
I see that you've come so far.
Even in the midst of facing her own challenges, Sydney has been an inspiration to others, like last year's Mary Varga Award winner, Jenny Hornback.
Well, I won't give up.
Sydney worked with the First Contact Support System at Brain Injury Alliance, and she came out to see Jenny, and gave her so much hope and so much encouragement.
And we would go talk to them just to help them through, because my mom's always says that those were the people that helped her the most.
You have someone who's going through a terrible tragedy themselves, and here they are, they turn around and they're trying to use what happened to them to help someone else.
And just like Mary Varga, Sydney has found that the more she gives, the more she seems to receive.
You see that when you do stuff for other people, you see how much they appreciate it. It just warms a spot in your heart that wouldn't happen if you didn't do it.
And you'll find that a hero lies in you.
One of the biggest sources of joy is seeing yourself be able to impact another person's life.
I don't feel like I would be where I am today if it wasn't for volunteering here, because I feel like I get way more than I give.
If you look inside your heart.
Give her all of the credit. Bad things happen to people, and you have two choices. You can either lay down and, just take it, or you can get up and fight. And Sydney's definitely a fighter.
If you reach into your soul.
Sydney continues to fight, to give, and to grow. Now, just weeks away from her college degree, she's planning for a career in social service.
I hope to have a job as a family resource person at a school somewhere.
She could put herself in a career that she would be helping other brain injury survivors. That is really, really giving back what you've lost.
And you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you.
Sydney Alvey, the 11th BIAK Mary Varga Award winner, a model of character for everyone, and inspiration to us all.